All right, I told you guys this morning about my good friend B.Z. and he has a few, kind of put him on the spot with this, but my pleasure to have him say a few words to you guys. So, B.Z. Brown.
All right. Good morning, gentlemen. Coach Smith and I grew up together. We spent a large part of our formative years together. We played middle school and high school football together. And Coach Smith took several bullets for me over the year, metaphorically speaking. He's a large part of the reason I even made it out of adolescence. It's an honor to be here with you today. This is my first time in this locker room here. I played my college years at Lewis and Clark College, so on a couple separate occasions, I occupied the visitor locker room. Like most teams that occupy that locker room, we left not victorious. So I have a great deal of respect and admiration for Linfield and its tradition of success. The thing about Linfield is winning is not just a tradition, it's an obligation. It's a heavy burden to bear, but you make it willingly. Over the past 15 years, I've been involved in planning and conducting special operations, military and other, all around the world. That's given me a unique set of experiences, observations, and a perspective on how things work. So I'd like to take just a few more moments and share my perspective or observation on the similarities between special operations operators and elite college football players. And just the similarities between football and special operations. The fundamentals for success are the same in both. Preparation of personnel, physical preparation of personnel and your equipment. That's strength and conditioning, repetition through drills and battle drills, being able to perform your individual tasks. And then practice or rehearsals, knowing your individual responsibilities and those of the man on your left and right, whether it be for the primary, the alternate, the contingency, or the emergency plan. Factors involved are create failure, injuries, casualties are also very similar. Complacency, underestimating your opponent or the enemy or the threat, or being overconfident, and lack of focus. Essentially, you're putting yourself in a self-induced disadvantage. You're beating yourselves. But the most important factor, an element, in any organization, the one I'd like to talk to you most about, is the personnel and the similarity between yourselves and special operators. Less than 1% of the population ever participate in collegiate athletics or serve in the military. An even smaller percentage play football or perform special operations. Who are they? Who are you? What makes you different than those who choose not to participate, those who choose not to serve? Because there's a difference. Some people will argue that nurture has a lot to do with it. I'll tell you it has a very small factor to do with it. All right? It's in your nature. It's a part of who you are. It's in your being. It's a part of your soul. You are men of action. You are not passive or sedentary. You cannot sit by idly and watch somebody else bear the burden of a challenge. Instead, you're drawn to that challenge and you pick up that cause. You seek challenge and a purpose where you can direct your efforts. You don't believe in mediocrity. You dispute and attempt to dispel the myth that perfection cannot be attained. You're not only physically strong, but you're mentally tough. You possess the intestinal fortitude required to fight on and complete your objective, no matter what. And you willingly sacrifice for that challenge. You're quiet professionals who put the needs of the team and the mission above their own. You're altruistic in nature, all right? You ensure the survival of your species. And you will never fail your teammates, those who have shed their sweat and blood next to you in preparation. You will always keep yourself mentally alert, physically strong, and morally straight. And you shoulder more than your share of the task, whatever it may be, in any aspect of life. That's who you are. You're men of action. We are men of action. We do the heavy lifting. Right? We're the walls that our respective institutions, families, and countries stand behind for protection. And we are the hammer they swing when necessary. You men of action? You're prepared and you're ready? That challenge and opportunity waits you today. Gentlemen, make the most of it.
Silent reminders. How do we substitute?
Hustle on, call man say.
Win the ball game. Offense,
Right,
defense,
left,
special teams.
in the middle.
Punt return, ready to go on.